So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, man. We got no problem. No, we cycle this shit. You know what I'm saying? But say, put a chokehold on the motherfucker and call it what you want. Just let me catch you doing this shit again. Catch me and friends. But I don't like these words so much as please or thank you. But say these better words you can use come my motherfucking club without invitation. Hear me? You hear me? That's what I said. Hear me?
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes.
My man.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
But I pay for some. But I pay for some. I own it, Frank. But say, nah, that ain't true. But Frank say, nah, that ain't true. That ain't true.
Now Wilson.
Russ, what's up, Russ? What's up, Russ?
He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter.
What's up, Russ? Don't get out field goal range, Russ. Don't get out
Alongside
field
my
goal range.
broadcast partner Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon hits the scene.
That boy live. That boy live, man. That boy live. We here. Let go. Come on, it's 3rd and 15. Yeah, it's 3rd and 15. Yeah, what do you want to do? Yeah, on 3rd and 15. Yeah, what do you want to have?
Following the sack, it's 3rd and long here.
Huh?
14. Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and get to position.
Oh, yeah.
And he missed it.
I know, yeah. You heard that? You hear that? You heard that?
Stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Yeah, because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done
different ways.
You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through.
That's a good play right there
from
from
you,
you, man.
Top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Oh, man. He held that. He held that. If I ain't wear that, what you had on? That was nice. The little, you know, your little shot. Huh?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Okay, that's cool. What's up?
From the gun, it's Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Yeah, nah, he ain't like that. He ain't like the look.
As we step aside here in this second
Yo, we do. You how real I am. We'll punt. We're going to punt right here. I don't care. I was just trying to get you. I had you. You better call that motherfucking time out, nigga. Let's say nah.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett.
We're going to play defense, man. Yo, now you got to put the word together. Q-U-I-Z quiz, like quote, like Q-U. That's how you got to do that.
Set to come back out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run.
Hurry up.
A very manageable second down. A very solid gain.
And he's going to go down.
Yeah, you watching this clinic, man?
5-yard line, it's a sack.
I might just score 3 points just to show how good. I might spin every fucking time. Just, you know, keep it 3-0 the whole game. He ain't gonna goddamn score this. Being super.
It's easy to beat them.
We'll keep right here 3 now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead.
Come on. They got to let me get the ball, man. They got to let me get that, man.
Well, shame on
they got to let me
Coach
get
Davis.
that.
They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate.
That man had to he had to open up and get there. He was there, though. He had to open up and get there. He like faking it.
They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
He out-kicked the coverage. Come on. We're going to put, man. Got to put Odell back there.
Punt game.
Got to put a
66 yards on the boot. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10.
One hand on the skip.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Yeah, we all been there before.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Penny, the 1st down carry. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one will swallow.
Hey, turn that down. I don't want to hit it.
They're hoping those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field.
Who you got, Joe?
Makes
What
it very
team
hard to
is?
slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Took nearly the entire 1st half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the shotgun, Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On second down, here's Penny. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2, now Wilson. He can run for it, and he with that, it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Janikowski good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Manning. And this is going to be...
I know that right. You seen that shit?
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
Come on, man.
As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Nah, that shit over with, though. That shit over with.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on first down is Manning. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Working from the gun, Manning. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are in for 6. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there.
Eli, that's how you get that ball down,
boy. He's a very
boy.
good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, see, yeah. You found. Let me see how much you get for it.
Back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter,
playing
not
music
sure how
downstairs?
aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
19.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It ain't gonna work. Everything gotta make a word when we put it in.
95. Check 50.
I thought you was going somewhere.
Throwing down Wilson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now Sebastian Janikowski on for the long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
You're online too.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. On the return is Henderson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Say you got the cooler names up on there bit.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot.
But you think a little bit what was
free
going on
safety was there, no gain.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He up now. You want to watch his drive. He can't the offense.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm tossing what cash it to him.
On second down, Wilson leaves it for Petty. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Baldwin. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Wilson on second down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And still fighting. Tyler Lockett, 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 74 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded at the goal line. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Manning to Beckham. A big play there. 53 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play. We're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Manning going to throw. And he's got his man. Beckham.
I know that, right?
Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham from 10 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will level the playing field at 17-all.
Man, he didn't get out. I know he mad.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one.
Y'all finna take it down yet?